I'm surprised that the community notes failed to catch this one, but the claim is that the Andrew Tate interview is the most popular interview ever made. And here you have from Wikipedia the number 5 top interviews. You got Oprah Winfrey with Michael Jackson, and then the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Then you have Monica Lewinsky, Richard Nixon, and finally Michael Jackson and Lisa Marie Presley. So the biggest one is 62 million views. But when you look at Tucker Carlson with Andrew Tate, he's got like 92.1 million views. Now, the reason I find this hilarious is because there's already leftists that are making excuses for it. There are people saying, well, it's not fair to compare now with then because there's more people on planet Earth now. I'm not kidding. Like, that was one of the excuses in the comment section. Or my favorite, well, yeah, but like some people may just leave their phone open and this might accidentally pop up. It's like, yeah, sure, but if you want to use this logic, then, like there are bars and restaurants and airports that may have left this open. So, but in reality, anyone that knows Twitter understands why this is not correct. While technically these are views, they don't really measure who clicked the video. So if you just have this in your feed, if you just scroll past this, then it counts as a view. In reality, from what I could gather, he got around 20 million, which is still a lot, by the way, but definitely not 92 million views. But what I want to say is that there's a lot of people saying that Tucker Carlson should have never platformed Andrew Tate, right? So these individuals, they are considering that 20 million adults that were interested in seeing this should not be allowed to see it. Like, they believe that they are smarter, more educated than you are, and they can watch the video. Like, they can expose themselves to the evil of Andrew Tate, but you are incapable to do so despite the fact that you are an adult. You know, like, if these people were in power, they would probably create a new class of individuals, right? So we have minors, which have to be protected. We have adults, which is them. And then there should be like a pseudo minor, like an individual which is over the age of 18, but still immature and stunted in development to the point where they can only watch stuff that the censors allow us to watch. You know, this is what really infuriates me about censorship the most. It's not the people that don't get platform or whatever. It's the fact that they assume that you're like a child. They assume that you're an imbecile and you're incapable of watching a video and making up your own mind about it. And what's interesting is that in the video with Andrew Tate, obviously, you know, he is charged by the Romanian authorities and he has to defend himself. But he basically claims that he is innocent and he hasn't done anything wrong. But if you go in the comment section of that interview, we'll see people posting videos of Andrew Tate from way back where he actually describes the Loverboy method that he used. He actually describes how he would never mention OnlyFans to the girls that he would be dating. It's only after sleeping with them that he would bring it up. And then he explains, it's like, well, I'm not the one that tries to convince them. Like, I get another one of my girls that works for me and she is going to do the convincing. So he describes the method, which he claims he wasn't using, right? But my point is, like, it's not about, like, which side of the argument you're on. My point is that someone can watch an interview and disagree with it. Oh my God, what madness is this? Holy smokes. Did you guys ever experience that? Like just because someone gives you an AOC video, you may choose to watch it just to see what she has to say, but at the same time, you can choose to not agree with her. Oh, I can't believe this. Oh, it's almost like people are like grown-ass adults. Like, they may make up their mind by themselves. Unreal. And not to mention, like, the comment section is the most useful tool. Right? Like, I, for example, didn't know about those videos that Tate had from way back. But if you scroll down in the comment section, there are other people that bring it to light. Oh, well, you know, this multi-billion-dollar industry, which is the censorship apparatus, seems to not be needed. The army of fact-checkers, all of a sudden, are rendered useless. Like, you're telling me the average person on the street is just as enlightened, just as smart, just as educated as the fact-checker? Here's another question. How does one become a fact checker? Like, what level of education do you need to have in order to qualify for one? You know, like, why is the person working at Facebook more intelligent than me? Why can't they be subjected to dangerous videos, and he can take it, but I wouldn't be able to. You know, these are the actual questions that should be asked. And by the way, I find the whole thing to be utterly disgusting. Like, again, you have tens of millions of people that want to watch something. Like, this is the size of a nation. Romania has probably around 15 million people, give or take. I know, like, the last census said 20, but a lot of them have emigrated. Let's assume Romania has 20 million people. This is the number of people that wanted to watch to care Carlson. Okay? So you now have a censor, a faceless individual that doesn't even want to show his face, working for a social media company that gets to say, no, you're not allowed. Like, all these 20 million people, fuck you guys. You know, you're not going to see this. Why? Because I have decided. You don't know who he is. You don't get to see his face, but he thinks he is smarter than all those 20 million individuals. Like, he is more uplifted. And then, you know, they will give a bullshit corporate reason. Oh, this video is harmful. And that's it. It's very disgusting. It's something that, like it really bothers me. That no one is outraged by this anymore. Like, in the beginning, you know, you talk about free speech and you get a lot of people watching and stuff. But now people are so used to the censorship that they fucking demand it. I remember when the website Character AI grabbed my attention and I found it to be very popular. And I was making bots and I was like, can I have a forum where I discuss with the people that use my bots so I can know how to tinker them and make them better? And the answer that I got was like, well, no, because we can't have moderators. So, like, literally, you can't have just a single forum on the internet because people demand the censorship to be there in order for you to just have, like, normal communication with other human beings the same way you would have it on the street. Like, this is where the culture is at now. It's kind of like, imagine living back into the Soviet Union. Like, a lot of you haven't, so you don't know how it is. But, like, the government was trying to at least be stealthy about listening into people. Like, you know, having informants or trying to get into your house when you weren't there in order to plant a bug in your phone and shit like that. Imagine, like, no, people demand that the bug be planted. Like, they demand that their neighbors be trained to inform on them. I don't think, like, anywhere in human history has censorship been done to such an art form where you have people begging that their phone be bugged. Yes, like, I want I want the AI to record all of my conversations so that they can be screened to keep me safe. I don't want any harmful misinformation on Discord. Like, please. Discord, corporation, make sure that this doesn't happen. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Like, people don't want to be adults anymore. It's like, dude, it's just words on your screen. What the fuck? What harmful? Like, I'm glad when you go to make a student loan. Okay, that's not harmful. There's no fact checker there. You know, you want to go to become a lesbian dance master. There's no fact checker from Facebook coming up and saying, hey, community notes. Lesbian dance master as a cisgender heteronormative patriarchal man means that it's incredibly unlikely you'll ever have a job. So paying off this loan is going to be very difficult. Yeah? No, you don't get that then, right? When it's life-altering decisions. But when it's about, oh, I want to watch this guy talk to Tucker Carlson. Dangerous. Harmful. Okay. Let me know what you guys think, though. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.